What up? You had a few things drop today. You had the Big Thief album, you had the La Dispute and Fleshwater albums that you may enjoy more than I did, but I always knew that I was going to be talking about this. Alright, it's me, I'm back again. Just wanted your attention to a new album by Still in Love called Recovery Language. It's a big year for British heavy music. Now, although this is a new melodic hardcore punk band, it features veterans of the scene who have been doing this for 20 years. You've got Nick Worthington, who is probably most known as the vocalist of Dead Swans, and you've got Curtis Ward of Bring Me the Horizon fame. One of the many reasons I started this channel is it marks a 20-year anniversary of when I met Nick and Curtis all the way back in the UK scene of 2005. So it's awesome that this has dropped this year for me to cover it. The band also features members of Brutality Will Prevail and Last Witness and Throats. If you like bands like Converge or Have Heart or American Nightmare or The Hope Conspiracy, you will like this. This band came out of the pandemic rubble swinging with 2 EPs, and now they're here today with their debut album. What have we got on the menu today, Warner Chard? We've got 8 tracks for you running at a swift 23 minutes. Starting with track 1, Tell the Truth. It's the perfect intro song, starting with a strumming, bending guitar, slowly building up with the drums before the vocals come crashing in. Sounds like a meteor flying down to the earth. Then it opens out into this classic 2-step tom section, complete with some stabs, and I love how the tom fills sound. The production is great. Nick's vocals sound as huge as ever as he screams, "Your trauma will find you." Following that, we've got track 2, Nervous Impulse. It was the first of the 3 singles. I spoke about it in my June video. It's probably my favourite of the 3 singles. It's an absolutely ferocious, unrelenting track with the crunchiest of palm mutes in the middle, which, as you know, I'm a complete sucker for. I could practically hear my walls shaking from the Richter scale of the weight of these bad boys before they pause for the outro, and I can see all those flailing windmills during that final riff. It's a perfect track. I just do wish it was a bit longer. Following that, we've got track 3, Preserve and Cherish. Subsequently, the last and most recent single I mentioned in my end of the month video last week. This, for me, sounds like the ultimate Brighton anthem. You've got Sam Carter from Architects and Nick going at it together. It's a beautiful moment, something I'm sure fans have been craving since 2008. If you know, you know. Big shout out to Turn Cold. Following that, we've got track 4, Feathered Nest. Get your blast beats out, lads. This song is fast and it's not stopping for anyone. I will say I do find it hard to know which riffs Curtis has written on this. It was a fun little mini game I was having whilst I was listening along. It's an emotional sounding song lyrically. I love the bridge on this. Dare I say it, it sounds pretty. This might be one of my favourite tracks from today. It's amazing stuff. Track 5 is Inherit. This song starts out again with those chunky, meaty, palm-muted guitars that sound amazing, but then the song starts to switch up all its tempos quite a fair bit. And I think this song sums up the album really well. It's got everything that we've previously heard so far, from blast beats to punk beats and all in between. It's the kitchen sink and they've thrown it at the wall. They definitely chose the best singles on this album, I think. Love the absolute grimace in Nick's vocals on this one, which clenching his teeth until they crack. After that, we've got track 6, The State of Things to Come. It's the second longest song on the album, but everyone's on top of their game on this one. During this song, you will hear the words propaganda, war machine, devastation, desperation, bodies burning in hospital beds, children screaming. Like the rest of us, Nick is pretty livid about the news in 2025, and it builds up into this surprisingly slow but beautiful ending, and made me think of the band Love Letter, who released one of my favourite albums of last year. I just like how they're not afraid to switch things up, styles-wise. That was my main takeaway from today. Awesome track. After that, we got track 7, You Have to Let It Go. You have to. The song sounds like it starts in the middle or just thrown into the action. I do love the riff, though, with its like straight drums, which really end up complementing the openness of the chorus, which has some lovely high picking on the guitar and like a marching snare roll and tom fills. And this section features some beautiful singing from Andrew Fisher of Basement fame, and I can see this doing really well on the radio and playlists. I'm surprised it wasn't a single, because it could be huge with the lyric, I'm stronger than this. Last but definitely not least, we got track 8, Pillar of Strength. It's the longest song on the album. It's the perfect outro. It's an absolute assault on the ears, though. I really want to commend them for having all these different tempos on this album. For a genre that can have a lot of similar vibes, this album's got a fair amount of variety packed into its runtime. Sure, it's grabbing you by the scruff of the neck and screaming in your face, but then it's also letting you go and observe the chaos around you before they go and scream in someone else's face. What an ending. I'd love to see them live, but hopefully next year. Seriously, amazing stuff. Keep up with those chunky palm mutes, lads. And that's it. There's a quick one today, but sure packs a punch of sheer ferocity. The runtime keeps it pretty bulletproof. So that's why it is my album of the week. So yeah, go and check that out. September is fully started. So I'll definitely be doing the Spite House album next week. It's one of my most anticipated albums of the year. So look forward to that. And until then, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.